Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Pastor Bob with another Daily Bible Reading Insight. Today is day 142. Happy Monday morning. I want to thank everybody who came out to worship with us at the Willow yesterday. We had a great morning of worship. Clint and Cassidy Johnson were playing for us. Today's reading, we are in the book 1 Chronicles 6 and 7. And John, we're right in the middle of chapter 8, reading verses 12 through 38. I want to read something that Jesus said in John 8, verse 12. This is NLT. I'll throw it up here. Jesus spoke to the people once more and said, I am the light of the world. If you follow me, you won't have to walk in darkness because you will have the light that leads to life. Most biblical scholars agree that Jesus is talking about spiritual darkness, and that he is the light that shines on that spiritual darkness. Well, what is spiritual darkness? Spiritual darkness that leads to sin would be fear of the world, fear of other people, fear of the future, regret over the past. Spiritual darkness would have to do with resentment and anger and envy. Spiritual darkness would absolutely be centered around self, right? That we are our own gods, that we control our destiny, and that we are our own strength instead of the joy of the Lord. All of these things lead to spiritual darkness, and yet when we submit, when we lay down our lives for Jesus, that light goes on in our spiritual room, in our spiritual house, and we can see. And we can see the problems with all of those things that I mentioned, resentment and anger and envy and fear, and we can move towards God's love, God's grace, God's peace, God's joy. These things light our path, and we begin to live different lives, my friends. You've seen it. I hope you've experienced it. Lives that are filled with love and hope and joy and forgiveness and grace. We live a different existence. We feel closer to God, and equally important, we point people to God when they see us living in this light. They say, man, I want some of that for my own life, and I want to experience that. So, great reminder today that Jesus is the light of the world, and when we put our trust and hope in him, that we will be able to see in the dark. Pastor Bob with another Daily Bible Reading Insight. We'll see you tomorrow.